Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I'm currently pregnant with my second daughter. I am 18 weeks and 4 days when I'm filming this video, and in today's video I am giving you an update from weeks 13 to 18. I last did a pregnancy update when I did my pregnancy Q&A, and I kind of covered all of the first trimester and everything. I'd asked on Instagram some questions, and from now on I'm just going to give probably monthly updates and show you and tell you how things are progressing. I've made some notes on my phone, so I'm going to be referring to that, but I'm going to start off with a baby update. So at 18 weeks old, baby is as big as a cucumber and my uterus is as big as a sweet potato. Baby is 5.5 inches long and 6.5 ounces. New things for this week is she is now yawning and hiccuping, and also her nervous system is maturing. She can also start to hear sounds inside the womb, which I find really exciting. So she'll probably start to hear like my blood and my heartbeat, which I just love the thought of that. And as well as that, she also has unique fingerprints now, so lots going on development wise. I'm going to show you my bump shot. So this is me at 18 weeks and 4 days. Okay, next category is symptoms. I was still being really sick all the way until last week at week 17. So from weeks like 13 to 15 I was still being sick once or twice a day, usually morning and evening. I was still really off my food and very nauseous. Then about week 15 it started to go to every sort of 2 days. I think 2 days was the longest at that point. And then like week 16 I think I went 3 days, and then from week 17 I went a full week. I was actually sick over the weekend, but I think that was more of like a food related thing. Because I've been really sick, I've also been really dehydrated, which has been hard. So I've had really dry lips. I would go to sleep and wake up just really headachy, very dehydrated. Just let my dog in. Hello Rosie. It's my first baby, Rosie. I'm filming this in Sophia's nap time, and that's my first daughter. So that was a struggle, and because I was feeling so sick, I often didn't want to drink loads of water or fluids because a lot of it was just coming straight back up. So that was a battle. I would say the best thing I did was sip water and have ice cubes and like ice lollies and things. Another symptom, which was new for this pregnancy, I didn't get this last time, was between weeks 13 to 15 I got some cracking headaches. I'm talking full-blown migraines where I had to be in bed all day with the lights out, and this happened quite a few times. Like, it was quite bad. I actually rang the midwife at one point because I just wanted to check. I didn't think it would be anything serious, but you know what it's like when you're laid in the dark with nothing to do. Your mind starts wandering to the worst case scenarios, and I wasn't really able to look at my phone to do research because of the headaches and the migraines. But apparently it's perfectly normal, and between weeks 13 to 15 there's like new hormonal changes, and I think she mentioned something about the placenta and an increase in blood flow to the placenta, so it's completely normal. But if you're ever unsure of any symptoms, then just ring your midwife. They're always really helpful, and there is no stupid question with them. Well, I found that. They've always been very supportive. But it was reassuring to get that kind of confirmation and understanding of what was happening. I like to know what's happening and why these symptoms are being caused. Obviously, tiredness is still an issue, but it's definitely not as bad as the first trimester. I'd say from about week 15 to 16, I started to get a lot more energy back. I do still get tired because I am still growing a human, but nothing like the first trimester where I pretty much could sleep all day and all night and still feel tired. So that's definitely a bonus. I'd say I'm in that second trimester sweet spot at the moment where where you're kind of feeling quite good, the sickness is gone, your energy levels are relatively back to normal, and I'm embracing it and enjoying it. A really exciting development in the second trimester was movements. I started to feel baby move. I started to feel her a lot earlier this time, from week 13, which apparently is common, more common in second pregnancies. You tend to feel them earlier. She's also really far forward and really low, so I think that's why. But initially it just felt like little bubbles pop in, and this time I recognised it because it was the same as what I felt with Sophia. That's just the only way I can describe it for me, like little bubbles of gas popping in my tummy, and it just doesn't feel like anything else that you've had. Like, it's not like trapped wind or anything. And it just got stronger and stronger. I'd say from about week 16, maybe 15 to 16, I actually felt her starting to kick properly, and now I definitely feel her. And Joe felt her for the first time yesterday. She was really low in the centre and really giving it a good kick or a punch, and I thought, I wonder if he can feel it. And I just put his hand there and he could feel it a little bit, because it feels so strong inside, and you think surely they must be able to feel it on the outside. I've got a really demanding dog. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know I always try and film these videos in Sophia's nap time, and then my dog acts like a diva, so I still don't get the peace and quiet. A couple of other newer symptoms, like from this week, this final week, has been back pain, lower back pain in particular. Nothing major at the moment, but just starting to feel a little bit of aches down there. And I looked it up. Apparently it is the weight of the uterus which causes a shift in the center of gravity. So I was looking it up on my app. The other thing is sometimes heartburn. I've been getting this from the very beginning, to be honest, just occasional heartburn. I got really bad heartburn with Sophia. I had to go on medication, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. But at the moment it's manageable. I don't have to take any medication for it. So those are all of my symptoms. I will say I have a few more intimate symptoms which I'm not sharing on here, just in case anyone, like any child that I teach at school, finds it. But there are more symptoms. But like I said, if you are ever in doubt of anything or you're concerned about anything, then just ring your midwife. Next category is cravings. From the beginning, I've not been able to eat a lot, but one thing I have been able to tolerate are crisps, particularly salt and vinegar crisps and pickled onion Monster Munch, and a few prawn cocktail types as well. I don't know why. I think it's just the savouriness of them, the sharpness, like it cuts through, but it's not heavy, they're light. I don't really know why I crave them, but I do. I always have to have crisps in, particularly Monster Munch. And I really like salt and vinegar Snacker Jacks. They've been really good. They've been going down a treat. Just really nice and sharp for me. Other things are bananas. I wouldn't say it's like a craving, but I do really fancy them a lot more now, and I've never been a banana person. In fact, when I was pregnant with Sophia, I completely went off them, couldn't even handle the smell. Like if someone ate a banana near me, oh, gross. But now I am quite enjoying bananas, which is like the only healthy craving I've got, as you shall see. The other one is, and this is really bad, is McDonald's. I have never been a McDonald's person, really, never. I'd have it like once or twice a year, usually if I was traveling, and you get it like at the airport or somewhere, but I don't really like McDonald's. But I'm not kidding you, I've had 3 this week. So bad. At the moment it's a plain hamburger, like not a Big Mac or anything, just a plain hamburger. Like I could get a hamburger Happy Meal and I'm good to go. Initially it was chicken selects and the sweet chili dip, I think. Yeah, the chips, not bothered about the chips or anything else. It's just the meat and a Diet Coke. I like a Diet Coke. And I think that's probably because one of my big cravings has just been meat in general. So I have craved meat this time. I have really enjoyed things like beef. Chicken, not so much, but definitely like beef, red meat. I just seem to really crave it. So I'm guessing I need a lot of iron or something. I think in my first pregnancy I was like iron deficient. I had to go on tablets at the end, which again is quite common, but they'll tell you that, they'll check your levels. So maybe this time my body's like, I'm gonna get all the meat in you, I'm gonna fill you up with iron. And as well, I've been so sick and had nothing in me. I lost so much weight, I was like so pale and just, I looked like I was getting like sucked in. like dehydration as well. I think maybe it's my body's way of catching up and trying to get those healthy like iron and energy back in. I suppose that's maybe the why I've liked bananas as well, for that potassium. And the final section I'm going to talk about is just general milestones. I'm going to talk about within this appointment milestones. I don't know if that's the best way of saying it, but basically what appointments I've had. So I think the last time I spoke to you, I'd had my first scan at, well, I was actually 13 weeks, but I had my initial 12-week scan. Since then, I have had a private gender scan. So my mother very kindly treated me to a private scan and a wellbeing scan, because it is a long time between scans. And if you don't know, I suffer with anxiety, which gets worse in pregnancy, and I also had postnatal depression. So I'll talk about that in a moment. It was really helpful to go to a scan because I could see that everything was healthy, and this is when I wasn't fully feeling movements. So it was nice to just check, and I did find out I'm having a girl. That was a lovely milestone, and it meant my mum could come to a scan as well. I've also had a midwife phone call appointment, which I think was an extra one. I don't think you normally get one, but again, because of my anxiety, my history, I am getting extra ones. And it was just a chat, and I felt okay about it at the time. Nothing that I really feel particularly anxious about at the moment. So I'll talk about my other appointments. I am getting support for my mental health, and I am under the perinatal mental health team in my area. They've been brilliant. I had an assessment with, I think it was like a perinatal mental health nurse and a midwife who's going into that. So there was 2 people there, and they put me forward for a review, and I basically got accepted. I don't really know how it works, but they all decided that I basically definitely need help and that's what I'm getting. So I think this week or next week, I forget, I need to start writing these dates down, I've got someone coming to my house to talk to me a bit more so they can get to know me and get to know my needs. And the plan is that we're going to come up with something to support me leading up to the birth, during the birth and after the birth, because that's when I really struggled last time. I'm also getting a CBT top up for anxiety. So I've had 4 courses of CBT now. I've had 3 high level intensity ones. By the way, that's cognitive behavioural therapy. I had 2 for anxiety, 1 for self-confidence, and then I had a low-level one for anxiety. So I'm guessing this will be another low-level one, so just a top-up, because my last CBT course was last year, so it's still fairly fresh in my mind. But that's made me feel really positive and has taken a lot of my anxiety away. I did have a lot of flashbacks recently. I wouldn't say this is a symptom, this is just a personal thing. Sophia was 1 at the end of January, it's now the beginning of March, so from January to February I kept getting flashbacks about this time last year ago when I was really poorly, I was really struggling, I had to get a lot of help, a lot of support in, and it just kind of brought it all back, and I was uncovering new memories, and I really struggled a couple of weeks ago with my anxiety. I wasn't sleeping, but now we've kind of passed that phase and I know I'm getting the support. My anxiety and that has definitely gone down. And the final update, I suppose, is that I am now in maternity clothes for the most part, on my bottoms at least. So I've bought a few. I am going to probably do a haul soon. I don't know when, because we are moving house and I'm buying maternity clothes in dribs and drabs. I also need to get my old maternity clothes down. I keep saying this because I'm running out of the new ones. I've only got like 2 trousers and 2 pairs of leggings, so I need to get all my old jeans down. But they're definitely more comfortable than what I was wearing. I can't fit in my jeans anymore at all. They were so uncomfortable. In fact, that was one of the first things to go this time. I definitely bloated a lot quicker than I did with Sophia. But it's just an excuse to buy new clothes, isn't it? And wear cute maternity outfits. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it interesting. I know I always find these kind of videos interesting when I'm pregnant, and I actually watched a lot before I got pregnant, so I knew what was coming. If you are new to my channel, I'd love it if you could hit that subscribe button and join my little family on the internet and keep up to date with my pregnancy and also life as a toddler mum. And if you don't already, then head over to my Instagram and give me a follow over there for a more day-to-day casual update. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye!